We begin tonight in Schuylkill County, where Marian Catholic High School has officially forfeited its final 2 games due to a lack of players.
Marian Catholic has a long history as a dominant force in high school football, but now the school says it cannot finish the season. That includes canceling a game scheduled for tonight. Newswatch 16's Cassie Semyon live in our newsroom with the collapse of the Colts. Cassie.
Scott and Charlotte, just 4 years ago, Marian Catholic's football team was District 11 champions. But after starting with a small team this season and multiple sidelining injuries, the administration decided it was unsafe for the student athletes to continue the season.
All those are all football, so.
And how many of them were you here for?
Everyone.
For 40 years, Coach Stan Doksty coached the Marian Catholic Colts football team, leading them to a state championship and multiple conference championships. While he passed the legacy of head coach on 3 years ago, Dakosty is still involved in the program as athletic director. It was a difficult day for everyone here after Marian Catholic announced they would be forfeiting the last 2 games of the season.
These coaches and players worked really hard this year. We started off with, 30, 29 kids, so we didn't have great numbers between injuries and other circumstances. We found ourselves with 16, 17, played the last couple games with 17 or 18, but those guys were out there and working hard, and the coaches were working hard.
Canceling the final games was a last-minute decision, one made Thursday night ahead of the Mahanoy area matchup, after another player was injured.
I left school, we were ready to go. We had our buses ready to go for Friday, everything else, and that just changed the whole dynamics.
It was a shock for students and supporters of the team, but a call Dakosty deemed necessary.
Kids are first, safety's first. We've always done that here, and it's something we never thought we'd have to do, but we did.
While these bleachers will remain empty for the rest of Marian Catholic's football schedule this year, Coach Dakosty says he hopes the Colts football program will be back in full force next year.
I think we have players in our school. We have some good young kids, and hopefully could build off those young kids and get some more guys out for the program type of stuff and get back to being a competitive program again.
While the field is lined and ready for play, it won't see any more action this year. But Dakosty says despite the low numbers, don't rule out the Colts next season.
We're being tested in some ways and get our ducks in a row, roll up our sleeves and work hard to get this thing going again. That's what we'll try to do.
Now, Mahanoy area school officials say tonight was supposed to be senior night for its players, but now Shenandoah Valley has agreed to host Mahanoy's senior night next week instead. Cassie, Semyon, Newswatch 16, live in the newsroom.